this stream later because there's nobody in the stream yet. So we're just gonna wait until somebody joins the stream, at least like one or two people, because I want to ask you guys what I should do some studies on. Like, obviously, it's gonna be either dinosaurs or the Jurassic Park tour car again, which is something that I like, which is my last study. Let me find it. Um, if I can find it actually. So here it is. That's like the last study that I did on stream, and these are just all a bunch of like really bad sketches. And here we have another study that I have been doing, and this is a picture I took of this dinosaur figure. Let's see this one, and it's like really low, uh, like really like close to the ground, very low, and I have like there's like a bunch of really big pieces of grass sticking out here and there, and I basically made trees out of them, and there's like some trees in the background. But I didn't finish that one yet. There's gonna be a lot more shadowing and stuff like that. All right, let me turn on the stream on my other phone, like I usually do, so that I can read comments. And that's an ad. There we go. Oh, I keep forgetting that you guys are seeing a lot more than I'm seeing on my phone. Like the camera is way wider in the stream when I'm looking at it. Jasper says hi. Welcome to the stream, Jasper. So, here comes the question. What should I be doing a study on? Is it gonna be a dinosaur? Because I'm just gonna do like a little panel, like, well, okay, so I've just bought this little tiny sketchbook. It's really small. Let me zoom out a little bit. It's really small, but it's perfect for these little studies that I always do. Because this is something I did with watercolor today, and it's basically my backyard. But I can either like paint like a pretty decently big painting, or like drawing whatever, like with markers or anything, or there was a hair on there, or I could just take this and just do like little studies over here and over there, and must have touched it with dirty hands. Wait, why am I seeing? Oh, that's my phone. Never mind. So yeah. Why am I not seeing the live chat properly? Oh, Mafalda Castro. My art skills are already improved over the years when I made my first drawing. That's really good. Really glad about that. But yeah, you guys decide in the comments or in the chat. Am I gonna do like a study on a background with a dinosaur in it, just like what I'm doing here? Or am I gonna be doing like another study of the Jurassic Park touring the Ford Explorer car, this one? And this time I'm gonna actually draw it like from the back, because I want to put it. Let's see if I can find that drawing real quick. Really, that far back? Wait a second. Wait. Let's see where it is. There it is. All right, so I'm gonna put the Jurassic Park touring car over here, but I first need to practice it. I need to get better at drawing the touring car. So you guys can decide. Is it gonna be a drawing like this, where the dinosaur is gonna be like in some kind of environment, or is it gonna be the touring car again? Your choice. Let me read the comments real quick. Herrick or Harriek 113. Oh hey, I used your tips on how to draw symmetrically that you showed on the last live stream, and I was able to draw an F14. Thanks for that. I really didn't really do that much, to be honest, but I'm really glad it helped. I'm really glad that it did something for you. It makes me really happy. So again, what is it gonna be? Like, put it in the chat what you would rather watch me draw. A background with a dinosaur, an environment with a dinosaur, or would you rather see me draw a car um with like, like from the right angle, and then eventually I'm gonna put that in the full drawing. Jasper L. Hi Robbie, good to see you stream. Greetings, Jasper. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for joining the stream. Welcome. You could draw the car passing by. I keep getting messed up by that little heart on the side, so I can't always read the comments, but let me fix that. Okay. You should draw a car passing by, like for example, you could use the drawing on the left as a guide and the car passing by on the background. So, are you talking about this drawing? Because this is water. I'm not sure if a car is going to be in the water. and at the same time, you do have to realize that that car took me a couple hours to draw, because I was really bad at, like, I couldn't really, get it right the first couple tries, so I had to like erase a lot and then go over it, and then it took me a lot of time. And this is also gonna take me a lot of time. So um I would rather do like, like either the car or a dinosaur with the background. No, not not the same drawing. So you mean like without the water? A volcano with lightning that shoots stones at the dinosaur. That is very ambitious. I'm not sure I can, like, I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to create something like that. Like, I'm pretty sure I won't be able to. That's something for the future. That's too difficult for me just yet. But yeah, when I'm gonna do the next study, I'm gonna do it in this little sketchbook. I'm not sure if everybody saw it, but for the people that didn't see it yet, like, this is a painting that I did today. It's a watercolor painting of my backyard, and I'm just gonna use this. Usually I create these little panels and I draw something in it, but I'm just gonna use this, and I'm gonna draw something, in one of those panels. Or I could paint. Harriet. And since it is on the background and not actually the main focus, you could focus on both. Yeah, again, that's really, really tough. It's gonna take me a lot of time to draw that. So I would rather do like either dinosaur with the background or the car. Jasper L says, wow, nice. Thank you, thank you. Harriet, like a car passing by a herbivore or something, even though herbivores are not nearly as cool as carnivores. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Maybe in the future. I'm pretty sure eventually I'm going to be able to do that way quicker, but I have to get used to drawing vehicles. I'm really bad at drawing things that aren't that don't look what's that called, biological. Like I'm better at drawing animals and stuff like that. Jesper L, the backyard picture is awesome. Thank you. All right, I think I'm just gonna do a study with like a dinosaur with the background. Which dinosaur should I choose? You guys have any suggestions to which dinosaur I should choose? I have to quickly check my messages real quick. All right. Let me see if something was said in the chat. Jesper 2 said Tyrannatitan. Or do you think... Wait, let me... A lot just happened. Have you drawn one of them dinos with feathers? I have drawn them before. It's really difficult though to draw them with markers, to color them with markers, because yeah, like I don't know, it's a little bit of a difficult detail to draw. So Jurassic Gamer 500. Hey, love your videos, but how do I blend colors in my art? I use alcohol markers. That's actually a good question. That's actually a really good question. So, okay, let me just make a real quick example. What should it be? Like for example, those trees that I did over here, they're not the best, but you know, you can see that I've blended some colors in, right? You can kind of see that it has been blended. So the way that you do that, I'm just quickly gonna draw a tree, like just the base of the tree, right? Very important to have like a area that is facing the light and an area that's like um, little darker, you know, where there's gonna be shadow. So let's say that sun is gonna come from the left, so this part will be shadowed, right? So the first best thing that you can do in this situation, because you're gonna want to blend some colors. Let me find my color thingy. All right, so these are the brown colors that I have, and I want to have pretty dark shadows. Oh, you can't really see it. I want to have pretty dark shadows because the darker the shadows and the lighter the highlights are going to be, the more realistic it's going to look, apparently. So, I think that I should... wait a second. I should have more browns. All right. So here I have the lightest brown I have. I'm going to use that one. I'm going to try to find E220. Found it. I'm getting better at finding them. It's like I'm using them so much that it's actually getting better. It's getting easier. Find them way quicker. In order to make things look more realistic, you have to like get rid of the lines. And the pencil lines, if you go over it with alcohol markers, it will always kind of be a layer on top of the pencil lines. So erasing it is basically, you know, not gonna happen. So if you're gonna use lighter colors, you will always be able to see the pencil lines. Even now that I've erased it, you're gonna be able to see it, but that's all right. So now I'm just gonna color in this whole tree, this one, the lightest color, right? Because the thing about alcohol markers is that you can always go darker, but you can never go lighter. So if you have something, right, if you're drawing something and you know the colors that you're going to be using, always first go over it with the lightest color you have. Because the lightest color can basically, you can always go darker if it's not right. If it's not good enough, you can always put in some more darker. Like, it's all about putting in pigment, right? You're basically always, um, especially with alcohol markers, you're fighting that urge to uh, like destroy the highlights. That's something that a lot of people do. We are very good at destroying the, because this looks really good in my opinion. It might look to you guys, it might look a little like weird or messy, but honestly, if you can use these highlights in this tree, it's already gonna look pretty good. So now we're gonna need a darker color, and just for the sake of this video, or just this video, for the sake of the stream, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use 3 colors going from light to darkest. So I see that, yeah, so now the next step is gonna be this one. So this is the one that we've been using, and now this is the one that we're gonna use, E110. All right, E110, if I can find it. Yeah, the problem here is that I don't really have very good eyes. The camera is right in front of me and the markers are pretty far away, so it's pretty hard to read, to be honest. Oh, there we go. E110. All right. So now the sun is going to be coming from this side, right? So I could create like little pockets of shading, right? And on this side there's going to be some shading as well. Right? And make sure that you, because this part is going to be in the sun, so make sure you don't go over that too much. But then on the side, this is a little bit of a tough area, to be honest. But anyways, so now we're gonna draw in some details, right? Just draw in some little pieces of the skin of it. What's the skin of the tree called again? Bark, yeah. You're right. It's called bark. Totally right. All right. We just draw in a couple of those detailed areas. And because we're using 3 colors, we can also add some detail with this color on the lighter side. We can actually add a lot of detail. It might not look very good right now, but when we're gonna add like the darker shadows, it's all gonna make sense. So in the shadow areas, there's almost gonna be no detail. Like when they're like at the darkest shadow areas. But the more you go to like the lights and like the highlights and stuff, the more detail you should slowly start to get. So I'm just gonna do this quickly though. Now we're gonna go to the next darkest color, and we could go. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're gonna use this one. E170. I already see it. E170. So now we are gonna create some extra shadow on the dark side of the tree. But I want to actually make some more shadow than what we're actually seeing here. And it's also all about the markers, by the way. If you can't get a good blend, it could either be your paper or the markers themselves. Okay, let's check the chat real quick. Do you think that's dumb? Do you think what's dumb? What about a Therizinosaurus? That's actually a good idea. That's a good idea. Jasper, I changed my handle and my previous one was amazing. So you think that it's a different channel? No, I know it's you. It already showed me both names when you commented underneath my videos. So I could already tell. That's all right. Oh yeah, if you want some hints on how to draw vehicles, machinery, I recommend you train a bit, like drawing from a top view, right side view, until you remember the shapes, parts, placements, and such. Yeah, that's exactly why like I like to do some studies here and there. Then you can start drawing from perspective. You're right. You're totally right. Okay. Paleo Entertainment. Hello. Hope you all are doing well. Welcome to the stream, man. I'm doing okay. How are you doing? So now in order to get a good blend, what I usually do, and it all depends on your markers and the paper at this stage, because printer paper is not always going to be very good, since the marker will bleed a lot through the like onto the other side, and you will lose a lot of pigment in the process. Let's see which color we needed again. So now we're going to get the lightest color that we used, which is E220. Let me find it. This one. In the parts where I want to blend the colors together a little bit, like right here, I'm gonna go over it. But by doing this, you're gonna make your drawing bleed more, which is totally fine, you know, if you're gonna be careful, but you do have to be careful about this process. And here as well. So you still get the same sort of detail, but it's a little, like the blend is a little better. Yeah, I'm trying not to like destroy the highlight, because I really like this highlight over here, and I should actually have another highlight over here as well, but I didn't manage to do that. And you could also, I wouldn't recommend this on a tree though, but if you want to make certain highlights stand out more, you could also like add a little bit of, tiny little bit of white gel pen here and there. And usually it creates like a little bit more depth, but again, I wouldn't use this on a tree because a tree is usually like pretty matte color. Because usually smooth surfaces have a reflection, uh, like reflect light better, and you will see more of that highlight showing through. And actually, I'm thinking of what I could do here. I'm just noticing now is I could take this one and create like a little bit of a like as if the tree had just fallen or broken or something. And it's going to look a little bit more hollow this way. I'm going to use the darkest color, and I'm going to go in over here to make it look like there's actually a hollow space. I need to be careful because I don't want it to bleed too much. And now I'm going to use the lightest color again, which is this one. I'm going to try to blend these two together a little better. And there we go. Now it kind of looks like it's a hollow tree. And that's just by a little bit of blending here and there. And again, in certain situations, you could give this a little bit of a highlight here and there to make it look more, you know, three-dimensional. Brings a little bit more depth to it. But again, on a tree, I wouldn't recommend it. I'm just doing it to show you guys the effect that it can have. All right, let me read the chat real quick again. Method, welcome. Welcome to the stream, my friend. In what? I don't know what you just said. Jumped in when I saw. Oh, I immediately jumped in when I saw he was live. Thank you for joining. Harriet, what part of drawing vehicles are you currently struggling with? I may help with some aspects. So, again, I want to let's see. Let's go all the way over here where I drew this Jurassic Park touring vehicle. So I want to put this touring vehicle into another drawing, but I want to be able to draw this from every single angle. That's why I'm studying this car right now, and that's why I'm trying to get better at drawing it. I already messed up with a couple of like aspects. For example, I don't know if you guys can see it if I put the paper like this. Let me watch the stream real quick. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to move my camera. There we go. So, for example, this logo is not centered because this line, this highlight over here is exactly in the center, but the logo is a little bit more to the right of the hood instead of to the middle, which is like really bad. And that's like a perspective thing that I need to get better at. And so there's multiple things that I need to get better at. For example, the tires. So the tires are not pointing the same direction. You could say that the front tire is like a little bit like steering to the right a little bit, and then the hind, like the back tire is kind of steering to the left or something. So that's really like those are a couple of things that I need to get better at. There are just in general a couple of things that I need to improve on this vehicle in order to get it up to, up to the same kind of skill that I have my dinosaur drawings at, if that makes sense. Right, let's see. So for example, like in my opinion, it's a really tiny sketch, so it's really hard to see a lot of detail. But in my opinion, this looks decent. And in my opinion, this looks decent. But the car, I don't know. it's not up to it's not on the same level. Wait, let me quickly read the chat. I keep reading the chat. That's actually like 50% of the entire stream. Um, Sachi, hi Dinosaur Drawer. I'm sure you don't remember me. I used to take lots and lots of inspiration from your drawings. I sent some to you through Instagram a long time ago. Just wanted to see how you were. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Um, I do remember sending or like getting sent a lot of dinosaur art and stuff like that on Instagram. Uh, if you want to share your art on Instagram with me, like that's totally fine. It's the same as on YouTube. It's just dinosaur drawer. Uh, but yeah, like I'm really sorry. It's been a really long time probably, and so like I get lots of messages like that. But yeah, like I'm doing okay. How are you doing? And thank you for joining the stream. Like thank you for joining in. Someone ate the tree. Dang it. Definitely, somebody ate the tree. I believe that there were dinosaurs that actually ate like twigs and stuff like that. Paleo entertainment. I think white can work for making the tree look wet, like it's raining or recently rained. Um, yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. But the thing about trees though, like it has to rain really, really hard for a tree to be covered in water so much that it's actually going to reflect light as if it's like some kind of reflective surface. So this is like, I mean, it works. It doesn't look too bad, but usually you don't want to have your tree look that wet because a tree is supposed to look a little rough, you know. And the problem is that if you're gonna put in those really light highlights, um, it's gonna look smooth. It's gonna look like it has a smooth surface, and it's gonna take away of the detail of the tree. Jurassic Gamer 500. Okay, thank you for showing me how to blend with alcohol markers, and I like to draw dinosaurs, and I really like your Inktober drawings. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of people say that to me lately, actually, and I was thinking like I believe it was like a couple months ago or like a month ago. I was thinking about not doing the Inktober videos anymore because before I was doing the Inktober videos and I was just doing tutorials and things like that, I used to get way more views. And when Inktober started, when I started doing Inktober, my drawings improved like by a lot, but my videos wouldn't get a lot of views anymore. And I'm not sure why that is. It might be because of the YouTube algorithm changes and stuff like all the time. But so I actually thought that a lot of people didn't enjoy those videos, and so I was thinking about not doing them anymore. But now I'm actually reconsidering because a lot of people have been saying to me that they really like my Inktober videos, and they actually found my channel because of my Inktober videos. So yeah, I'm thinking about like how I'm gonna, you know, what I'm gonna do with that. Harriet, for the logo, you could try making a cross, like drawing a face, and the centering in the middle. For the wheels, you could try making a line to make everything symmetric. Yeah, that's a really good idea. That's actually, yeah, that's actually a really good idea. I'm gonna keep that in mind next time I'm gonna draw the logos and stuff, and like vehicles. Like it's really tough for me. It's not that easy. Method, LOL. Um, you could try method. What are you drawing right now? So right now I was drawing a tree. Just as the like somebody asked me in the chat if I could show them how to blend with alcohol markers better, and so I just drew this quick tree to show him or her how to how to blend it. But honestly, I was asking you guys if I should do like a little quick study like this where I'm just drawing like like a little like what do you call it, like a panel with a background and a dinosaur in it, or if I should work on studies on the Jurassic Park tour car. So yeah, Sechi, I'm great. Good to hear from you again. You should try and make a Last of Us drawing. A Last of Us drawing. I mean, that could be fun. We'll see. You never know, you know. We'll see about that. Jasper, bro, I just got a notification from Jurassic World the game. Nice. Yeah, wasn't there gonna be like a new Jurassic World game? I haven't been following it. Wow, I haven't been following it lately. There we go. Harriet, compared to drawing dinos, drawing vehicles is pretty much a combination of geometry and eyeballing. True, and the problem is that I've been working on drawing dinosaurs for so long and nothing else, that everything else, including like this grass, is gonna look terrible compared to the dinosaur. So I have to make the dinosaur look a little bit better, like I mean, worse than I would usually, be able to draw them, to make them blend into the background better. So yeah, I'd rather see you do a dinosaur plus background drawing. Could help me a lot. Um, Method, yes, there will be a new Jurassic Park game. Oh, oh, that's awesome. Yeah, yeah. I think I saw something about it. Not sure about the game. Like I haven't seen anything yet. I really like Jurassic World the game, like the first one. The second one was a little bit uh like I don't know, like the graphics just didn't look very good. But like I'm curious to know about the new game. Jurassic Gamer, same. So you're talking about the backgrounds and the dinosaur. I'm assuming, right? Paleo Entertainment. I know they're doing a Jurassic World Evolution 3 game along with Jurassic Park Survivor, which is more story focused. I am really excited for that game, Jurassic Park Survivor. Yeah, honestly, that actually excites me a lot. Um, all right, I'm gonna use this little sketchbook to do my studies. Um, I hope that yeah, I'm gonna have to zoom in because I don't want to, like for example, the camera is so close right now, but if I want to draw like this, I'm gonna touch the camera. So that's a little ridiculous, but I'm gonna have to zoom in a little bit. There we go. Or that's zoomed in a little far. It's so hard to zoom in with this stream stuff. I think that's a little better. That should be a little better. Jasper, really? Jurassic Gamer. No, Jurassic World the game. Oh, you're talking about Jurassic World the game? Oh, the notification. Oh, did it just come out or something? All right. I need you guys to give me a scenario. Um, no buildings, no. This is just a prehistoric drawing about a dinosaur in its natural habitat. But I'm not very up to date about the paleo stuff right now, so I have no idea where a certain dinosaur and what time it would have lived or what the environment would have looked like. So it would be really helpful if you guys gave me a dinosaur, but it has to be like, let's just do like, it has to be a carnivorous dinosaur, not too hard to draw. Um, and like give me a scene of something that it's doing, or uh, something like that. All right. Therizinosaurus craving a tree. Oh yeah, that's definitely tough. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty tough. A T-Rex ripping a trike's head off. Um, isn't that a little unrealistic though? Because I'm sure that a T-Rex would have been really powerful, but just ripping a trike's head off like just like that. Carcharodontosaurus patrolling a riverbank. That's a big challenge. You think the T-Rex would have been able to rip a trike's head off just like that? Harriet, wasn't there a specific species of T-Rex that lived in the desert? Since it's a simple setting to draw, you could try that. Yeah, that's actually I'm not sure, like, if that is actually the case that a T-Rex could be in the desert, then I would prefer that because it's really simple to draw. And I'm not very good yet at drawing backgrounds. So, one sec. Harriet, or something that looked like a T-Rex on a desert. Jasper, Velociraptor attacking a Protoceratops. I mean that could be fun as well. But I'm not gonna lie, like, you guys are giving me suggestions, and I'm basically here scared because I'm like scared of not being able to draw what you guys want me to draw. Method, you mean Tarbosaurus? So the Tarbosaurus would have lived in the desert. Paleo entertainment, you could do Tarbosaurus that would work for a more desert environment, not a different species of T-Rex. All right, then I'm gonna try Tarbosaurus on a desert kind of environment. Let me look up the Tarbosaurus first because I have a tendency to make everything look like Jurassic Park, even if I'm trying to make something look realistic. So Tarbosaurus. Let's see what it looks like. Oh yeah, it's actually they actually oh yeah, I actually knew that one. It was put in the Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous season 3, I think. Tarbosaurus is a pretty big dinosaur, not gonna lie. It's almost exactly like the T-Rex. Alright. Stegosaurus. I've never heard of that one. Harriet. Yeah, I guess that's the one. I'm not really versed into dinos method. Method. Do a skeleton diagram for reference. Diagram. What's a skeleton diagram? So it doesn't. So it does not look like a T-Rex ripoff. Jasper, I'm actually looking forward to this Tarbosaurus. Yeah, I'm gonna do the Tarbosaurus indeed. I did look it up, but everything indeed looks like a T-Rex ripoff. It just looks so similar to the T-Rex. Let me look. Oh, that's what you mean. Like you want me to look up a skeleton diagram. I don't think there's much I can do. It's always kind of gonna look like like a T-Rex ripoff. Because it's basically the same kind of species, I believe. Or the same family. Alright, we're just gonna try it. Um I have some very good reference photos here. Its face is actually um so thin, to be honest. Yeah. All right. So what should it be doing? How should its pose be? Does anyone have an idea? Drinking. Oh, I've never tried that. Should it be facing us drinking though? But how is that gonna fit the scene of desert though? If it's gonna be drinking. Staring into the horizon, looking for prey in the scorching desert, or drinking into a micro oasis. All right. I'm just gonna start drawing, and we're gonna see whatever happens, right? Because this is such a small little piece of paper, I want to have the water right here. This is gonna be like the little river or water bed thingy. And then I want a gigantic head to be drinking water over here. We're not gonna fit the whole dinosaur on here, I think. Um, Maybe it should be drinking a little bit further in because its head is so big that it would be too shallow for it to actually be able to drink that close, right? Should have some rocks in the waterbed. All right, there we go. I'm just gonna draw the basic shapes of its body. So we will be able to see like the other side of its body over here, part of it. There's like an elbow over there. And it should actually be leaning forwards more. So I think it's gonna be more like this. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just trying to do this like as good as I can. I think that its neck is a little too long, so I'm gonna have to shift the body to the side a little bit. Because you shouldn't really be able to see too much of the neck because the head is so gigantic. But it does have a very slim head though. A very, not a very broad hat shape. All right, something like that. And it has an eyebrow ridge right there and one right here. This one should be a little bit more to the front, like that. And I'm not sure why, but I'm actually not drawing this right. It's kind of, its head is kind of tilted, but I guess that's fine. We're just gonna go with this though. Something like this. And then the neck would be right here. And my way of sketching is really, um, really messy. So please don't be, don't judge me on that. Because I'm trying my best. All right, and I would imagine that he would have his arm like pretty much like as close to his body as he can because he doesn't want to hit the ground maybe. And then we can draw in like a chest muscle over there, maybe one over there. There we go. And then I think that his legs would be very far forwards, like that. Almost like right underneath his little hand. Right. And then I'm not sure if you would be able to see the other leg right there. But then the tail would actually, I don't know, would the tail be pointed upwards when it's drinking or downwards? Maybe more like going like that. Something like that. You think it would be like straight up? I'm not sure. Honestly, I think when a dinosaur is drinking, would the tail be up or down? So it's either going to be up or it's either going to be down. Are you sure that other animals drink with their tail down? Wait, let me quickly check the chat. Finally found an eraser. Rocks would be cool. Okay. If you want some reference, T-Rexes usually bend their neck instead of their whole bodies. Okay, so if that were the case, then I would have to make this a little bit more like that. And maybe this is like not right. More like that. I think that looks a little more accurate maybe. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. I'm just going with whatever works. So I have so many lines and I just erase everything that doesn't look good and then I leave the ones that, you know, look decent. Or like, for me, they look all right. So this is like his rib cage sticking out. There's his other leg. And this is like his spine. Maybe this should be a little bit more inwards like that. All right, let's see. Yeah, rocks would be cool. Found my eraser. If you want some reference, all right. Not too much, a 45-degree angle. What do you mean? Like, you mean like the tail up or down? So, honestly, if I had like a really big, if I had more space, I think I would have made the tail go up. But for the sake of, you know, like an artist perspective, I'm gonna call it, I'm gonna make the tail go down because then it's actually still on this little, you know, on this drawing, and we can still, you know, get the tail in. Let's see. Let's just get some toes in. And the little fingers. All right. Let's see the chat. The jawline though, clean. You think so? I hope it looks like decently accurate to what it's supposed to look like. Give it some little hairs on its neck and back. All right, I can definitely try that. It needs to balance the weight out right. What do you mean it needs to balance the weight out right? So it needs to be into a 180-degree angle. Many other animals alive today drink with their tails up. That might be true, but because it looks better this way, I'm gonna leave it like that because now you can still see the tail, and otherwise you would be like confused because like, where's the tail, right? If it's gonna be up, it's gonna be over here somewhere. So why, you know, would there not be a tail down like back there? They also drink like snakes too. They leave their mouths slightly open and just suck the water. Really? I didn't really know that. There's a lot of like people that like paleontology. I used to like it and I still like it though, but I just don't really have time to check everything. All right, do what you think you should do. I'm not the one to judge. All right, thank you. I'll try to do my best. Mr. Paul Bacon. Hello, Dinosaur Drawer. Hello there, Mr. Paul Bacon. Welcome to the stream. The finger closest to its legs are a bit longer. So the fingers that are like, the bottom one is supposed to be a little bit longer. More like that. You think either tilt position is possible paleo entertainment? Um, yeah, I'm like, I don't think that it would like make like put them off balance too much if they're gonna put their tails like this. Because the way that they balance, of course, the tail is like really important, but the placement of the feet is also very important. So the way that it works is like, in order to keep this balanced, they keep the heaviest point right underneath their feet, and either if the tail is going to be up or down, the position of like how they put their feet in front or further back is going to decide if they're going to tip over or not. So I think this should be fine the way that I drew it. Jurassic Gamer 500. How do I draw rain so I can make the T-Rex break out? Okay, honestly, I've been trying to draw that for so long, with or without colors, and I've never been able to draw it. One of the reasons why I am teaching, or not teaching, teaching myself basically how to draw the Jurassic Park Explorer vehicle is because I really want to draw that breakout scene. But it's just so challenging, like drawing the rain, drawing the highlight, drawing the like the darkness, and then still having the details and stuff like that, even though it's so dark. I have no idea. But the way that you could draw rain is with a white gel pen. Like, for real. That's gonna solve a lot of your problems. If you're just gonna do like simple rain, I would just like, like do it like that. And sometimes you can just smudge it. Oh, I shouldn't smudge this. Sometimes you can just smudge it and then take away a little bit of the paint or the ink or whatever, like the gel, so that it still uh, gives you a little bit of that effect of rain, but it's not that strong. That's how I would do it. But again, like, I have no idea. Like, you can do it however you think would be best. My sketching way is so freaking messy, but it's all right. It's totally fine, just for now. Let's see what that looks like. It looks kind of like this, and then the neck. But even though, like, I am following the skeletal structure of the Tarbosaurus, it still looks like a T-Rex, like, for real. Jurassic Gamer. Oh yeah. Okay. Method also. Jurassic Gamer. I am very new to drawing dinos and art, but I have learned about dinos since I was 5. Now I'm 14. That's awesome. Like, that's for real. That's awesome. And I really hope it's never going to go away, because a lot of people, they get into drawing dinosaurs and they get into like dinosaurs in general. And then when they get older, they start to like believe that dinosaurs are for kids and they should know, like, they should not like dinosaurs anymore. But that's like a shame, in my opinion. Like, you should just, you know, keep liking dinosaurs no matter how old you are. And drawing as well. Drawing as well. Very important. Okay. So let's get the position of the eye should be about right there, I believe. And since we are slightly looking at it from this side, the eye shape is sort of like diamond shape. If we were to look at it from the front, then it would kind of be a triangular shape. And I know that there's been some studies that prove that dinosaurs, or it doesn't prove that dinosaurs have lips, but they speculate that they had lips. But there's also just as much evidence that they didn't have lips, especially like the Tyrannosaurus Rex, because the T Rex was a dinosaur that was very territorial and they would fight a lot. And if you have like very fragile lips around your teeth and you're going to be fighting other tyrannosauruses, then it's going to tear and it's going to cause infection and they're going to die sooner. So some scientists actually believe that the T Rex had no lips, or like the Tyrannosaurids. Let's see the chat. Jurassic Gamer, I always draw dinosaurs. Harriet, are the toes looking a bit off or is it just me? Um, Honestly, I don't know. I have no idea. Like, they don't really look very three-dimensional right now. That's definitely true, but I don't know, because I think you are right. I think you're right. I think this toe is supposed to be a little bit higher up. And then, yeah. Well, anyways, I'm going to fix that later. Let's first read everything. Method. I recommend for a future study, you could add more soft tissue and fat and muscle. I'm sorry. So it does not look shrink wrapped, like your drawings do often. Remember, my dinosaurs had studies on paleos. I do remember that, yeah. Jurassic Gamer. It's the middle toe that looks weird. Yeah, maybe you're right, actually. Maybe it should be angled a little bit like further outwards. Yeah, it should. Thank you guys. Something like that. Um, I could send it to you in a DM so you can see more differences. Um, I mean, yeah, you can send it to me. That should be like that could be really helpful. Harriet, the pinky toe looks a bit short too, or not enough depth. No, so this is just a basic sketch, and we're gonna go over it with like we're gonna erase it, and then we're gonna go over it, making the lines look more like refined. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that, but that's my dog stretching. Paleo entertainment. I think I've asked you before, but I must have forgotten. Do you have a favorite dinosaur? Um, yeah, I do actually, but I'm not sure if it's still my favorite. Um, I used to. I'm still a really big fan of the BBC Walking with Dinosaurs documentary, and I really liked the episode where they would follow a Diplodocus baby that grew to be like a gigantic Diplodocus, and ever since then, Diplodocus used to be my favorite dinosaur. I'm not sure if it still is my favorite dinosaur, but it's definitely one of my favorites. Like I really like Diplodocus. I can hear your doggo. Yeah. Paleo Entertainment. Yes, I remember that one. It was so fun to see them grow up. It was like my favorite show. So I was not allowed to watch Jurassic Park when I was younger because I was like 7 years old and I was already crazy about dinosaurs. And so what happened was like I would watch this documentary about walking with dinosaurs, like BBC's Walking with Dinosaurs, and it was so amazing to me that I couldn't stop watching it. Like I went to school and I went back home and I watched that documentary, and then I went to school the next day. I got home and I watched the documentary, and I wouldn't just watch it once. I would watch it like nonstop. I was obsessed with it. So then one day I had a friend, and this friend was about like was like a year younger than me, but his parents would already let him watch Jurassic Park, and he was crazy about Jurassic Park and dinosaurs as well. So I wouldn't say jealous because I'm not somebody that gets jealous, but I was like admiring him for being able to see such an amazing movie, and he must know so much about dinosaurs and stuff, you know. So like we became friends, and then one day I went to his home, and he asked me if I wanted to watch a movie. I was like, yeah, sure. And then he asked me if I wanted to watch Jurassic Park. So the first ever Jurassic Park film I saw was when I was 7, and I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty scary. I would have dreams about like seeing that face of the Tyrannosaurus like outside of my bedroom window at night because of the first movie that I saw of Jurassic Park was Jurassic Park: The Lost World. So that's like the second Jurassic Park, and that's the part where the dinosaur gets like the T Rex gets he escapes into the city, and we have that scene of like that little boy seeing like looking outside of his bedroom window, seeing a gigantic T Rex with those scary teeth and like eating his dog. So from that moment on, I was scared of watching, like looking outside of my bedroom window, because I thought that maybe one day there would be a gigantic T Rex. Well, I couldn't even pronounce it. There would be a gigantic T Rex staring into my bedroom window, and I thought that as long as I didn't move, I would be okay. So it was pretty funny. That's some deep lore. Yeah. Jurassic Gamer. I saw Jurassic Park when I was 5. Oh, I mean, that's crazy. Like right now, I can watch any movie and not like I don't get scared. But as a kid, I was like 7, and my parents would shield me for a lot of like adult movies and stuff like that with like thriller or horror movies, stuff like that. So I wasn't used to anything, and the first time I saw that, um, like what was his name again? Like the guy, he gets like pulled out of his car and he just gets ripped apart by two T Rexes. Like that was the first, no, the second death in that movie, but it was like gruesome to me. Like I didn't understand how there would have been animals capable of doing something like that and eating you in one, like in just one bite. Like that's insane. Paleo Entertainment. Honestly, some of the scenes from Jurassic Park should have traumatized us as kids. True, like definitely. I was kind of traumatized as a kid, but I mean, I'm good now. That's Jurassic Park: The Lost World. True. Uh, Jurassic Park novel was something else. The one part where the baby. I have indeed read that book, and I'm kind of like I'm kind of glad that they didn't, make it that scary, because otherwise I would have been really scared as a kid. But at the same time, yeah, I don't know. Like if I would have been able to rewatch that movie and it was that scary, um it's pretty exciting in my opinion. right, let's make an horizon line. There we go. And let's create some desert-like structures, like the Rocky Mountains sort of thingies in the background, so that we are able to realize that it's actually supposed to look something like a desert, right? Just some stuff like that. And have some couple more rocks here and there. Let's put like one rock between his toenails. Let's not put too much detail in here. Like, I want to have the focus to be on the dinosaur. But let's put like a couple of, like maybe there should be like a little tree or something, like a little bush right here. It's not going to be a big bush, but it's going to be like a decently sized bush, right? Maybe let's attach like a second little pocket, or like pocket of leaves. And all right, and there should be a little bit of grass, of course, because you know this is like a oasis. All right, let's have a couple of those stones here. And I'm not sure how to put in stones like underwater, but I guess we're gonna be able to do a study on that in this stream. Let's read the chat. Jurassic Park: The Lost World. Yeah, that's the movie that I watched, like the first Jurassic Park I saw. Jasper, I'm going to draw Diplodocus. All right, like make sure to like, do you have Instagram or something like that? Make sure to send me your progress when you're you know, when you're done drawing it. Method. You know, I got traumatized by Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. You got traumatized by Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom? How? Tell us the story. Jurassic Gamer 500. I would have loved it as a 5-year-old. What do you mean, like the scary one? Man, you're a tough kid. You were a tough kid. Method. A Velociraptor hide spot. Oh, you mean like the little bush at the side? Jurassic Gamer. Yes, that sounds cool. I don't know. What I do know is like I do want to have some detail here, so I'm gonna put like a couple of like those black stones that are really shiny because they might be wet or damp. And then his face is actually so close. Maybe we should have like this part of his face being underwater, right? Something like that. Yeah, I mean, that could look very interesting if I manage to finish this. Jurassic Gamer, I'm 14 right now. Yeah, that's like, I mean, when I was 14, I was already able to watch stuff like that. Like, I was able to watch a lot worse stuff. But, um, yeah, you know, like, I don't know. It was pretty scary when I was 7. Like, I never watched anything like that. I never watched any kind of horror movie or whatever, something like that. So when I was watching that movie, my heart was literally pounding, like, in my throat. Method. That scene where Maisie's hair got pulled by Indoraptor at home. We have like a small closet where package and Bagsley, and I always feared that an Indoraptor would come out of it and grab me. Oh, I mean, I guess it is still possible to get traumatized by the Jurassic Park movies, but it's not as scary. Like, I don't know. Like, for me, it's not as scary anymore because, like, I'm already, I'm used to a lot of other stuff already. So, yeah. All right. I guess it is time right now to erase this. And yeah. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna try to do this as fast as I can. Like getting this, the colors in. So I'm erasing it to kind of make sure that the pencil lines don't show over the finished rendered piece. And I'm gonna try to use as like, what do you call it? As less amount of lines as I can to make it look more realistic in the long run. It's really hard to get rid of those little things. All right, so in the desert, usually skies are really blue, right? So I'm gonna use a pretty vibrant blue. Well, not too vibrant, but I think that this one should be good. B250. Where is it? B250. There we go. I should erase this a little bit more. There we go. All right. I'm just gonna do a good of a job as I can, as good of a job as I can. Wow, that took me some time to say correctly. All right. So we're gonna have like a really big, what do you call that? Like difference in the clouds and the actual skies. There shouldn't be too many clouds in the desert, right? So I'm not gonna draw too many clouds. Maybe the skies are a little bit too gray. Little cloud over there. And this is just a tiny little study, so it doesn't matter if it doesn't look great. It doesn't have to look great. Oh wait, I didn't even think about, oh, I guess it's fine. It doesn't bleed too much. Right, that's good. Unless, of course, I'm gonna start shading or blending, I mean. All right, there we go. So now I want to have some, I don't want the clouds to be too white. So I'm gonna use a blue. It's a little like that's really, or maybe like a light gray or blue gray. Do I have, yeah, that's the same one, I think. Yeah, same one. MG020. Where are you? MG020. Maybe they're way too far away. I can barely read it. So I'm gonna need glasses soon. I'm gonna get glasses within like the next 2 to 3 weeks. So that might look funny. So I wanna create some sort of like shading in the clouds. Just a tiny bit. It should be fine. And maybe a little bit over here. There we go. All right. I'm not sure about the color of the skies. It's a little too grayish. And I'm a little worried about like the other side. We're just gonna try it out and see if it's gonna bleed so much that it's gonna bleed onto the next page. All right. So what I always used to like, what I always like to do in things like this is I like to start from. Wait, I forgot something. B250, I think, right? Yeah. So I always like to start at the background and then slowly work my way forwards. Oh, and this should actually also be blue. Forgot about that. I'm just gonna draw over that. It should be fine, right? It should be fine. Right, let me read the chat because it's been a while. I was 7 when Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom came out. I was like 4 or like 2 or 3 or something when Jurassic Park: The Lost World came out, and I remember being in the cinema, but I wasn't able to watch it because my parents wouldn't let me. I wish I could draw like that. Draw like what? Like what I'm drawing right now. Almost 7. Paleo entertainment. You all making us feel old. That's definitely true. Method. No. Gramp, you didn't take your pills, didn't you? Wow. We're not that old, guys. Jasper, maybe you can send you the drawing. Yeah, if you send me a message request on Instagram, you're gonna be able to send me like the drawing. Jurassic Gamer. No, I was 8 when it came out. I would have loved to be able to see the Jurassic Park or World movies in cinema. I did watch the Jurassic World movies, but Jurassic Park is such a classic. Like, that's such a good movie. Like, honestly, before Jurassic Park, they didn't even think it was possible to do what they did in that movie. Also, make sure for those mountain things to color them in with red, brown, yellow, orange, horizontal stripes for accuracy. What do you mean accuracy? I'm not sure if I'm really understanding what you're saying. Jurassic Gamer, I'm a subscriber for life. Yes. Are you replying? What are you replying to? What are you saying yes to? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look up some reference photos of a desert environment with those kind of rocks. Um, when I'm looking at the Tarbosaurus, by the way, I see a lot of what's it called, like rough skinned sketches and stuff like that. And I also see like, I don't know, what do you guys think? Would it have had like really rough skin or like a smoother skin maybe? Or maybe like a little bit of, I think it would have had a little bit of feathers, like a couple of them at some areas, and then still have like a leathery, scaly, bumpy dinosaur skin. Yeah. All right, let me look up some photos of desert. What is going on? Why am I not getting to Google? There we go. All right, images. Those rock mountains are that color in real life. Yeah, yeah, I know. They're supposed to be like a little bit orangey, yellowish in color. How you draw good. Thank you. So basically, to be able to draw good, you just need to put the hours in. You just need to practice as much as you can. That's like the only secret. But it's not just practicing, like it's not just getting hours on paper. Getting better, you do by looking, like for what I'm doing right now. I'm doing studies on things that I have trouble with. Um, I have a lot of trouble doing backgrounds. So right now I have learned to just look up reference photos of some like environment that you're drawing, and I'm just gonna try to like, I'm just gonna try to create something that looks similar to the reference. Like I already drew in the basic shapes of everything. Now I just need to know the colors and how everything looks and stuff like that. So yeah, my watch is actually dying. Paleo entertainment. There's a bunch of different types of rock formations in the environment, so the color isn't entirely set in stone. Uh, Pun intended. Yeah, it's a good one. I think any earthy tone would work well. Yeah, I'm just gonna do like a little desert kind of rock formation. Desert. I'm actually not writing right. Rock formations. And I want to start figuring out where my sun is gonna be, my light source, and where the shading is gonna be. So I want to take something that's very similar to what I have right here. All right. It's a little tough to find the right kind of thing. All I want is for it to be in the background and not the foreground. And I'm constantly getting a bunch of rock formations that are in the foreground. Hmm. You know what? I'm just gonna look at it for a little bit and I'm just gonna create my own thing. So I want the shadow to be the right side, or like a little bit more like I want the front of the face to be shadowed because I think it creates like a really nice looking shading tone on the face, and it makes it a little bit more realistic, or not realistic, more detailed, that is. And like you can create some pockets of shadow here and then have some sunlight like reaching some areas. It might be interesting. That also means that I'm gonna have to figure out like the direction and the shapes of these gigantic structures. So there's going to be some areas where there will be darker tones, and there will be areas with lighter tones. All right, I'm just gonna try something. Who knows what will happen, right? Method. I feel like putting the sun just above the neck would be a good place. Um, yeah, true, but that means that like half of like this area is gonna be, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it could be true, but I really like the idea of the shadow being like right here in the face. It creates more detail in the face, and it's less, it's a little easier for me to color it and make it look a little bit more realistically, I think. To get like it will look a lot more three-dimensional that way, I think. But I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We're just gonna look, we're gonna wait and see what will happen. I'm gonna start with the lightest color of orangey, gray, whatever that I have. Let's see. This is actually pretty tough because I don't really have too many of those. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use multiple colors, but that's all right. So I'm gonna start with like the lightest color, just like I just explained with drawing the tree. We're gonna use the YR250. Where is it? YR250. All right. I'm just gonna color the whole, like all of these with this color. It looks very vibrant, and honestly that is not a very good thing because in at this distance things will start looking more bluish and more like faded out, less vibrant because the atmosphere is um you know so thick that it will start to uh what do you call that? It will start to make everything look more bluish from a distance. All right. There we go. So now, and we might actually make all of this the same color because it's just the basic, like it's just the base tone. And it doesn't have to be like an equal coverage everywhere. You can kind of create a nice little texture here and there so that it's not just bland. I think I accidentally went over a stone. Totally fine. We can go over it because the stones are black, but it will cause the highlights to be a little harder to see. And I will be adjusting um, the tone here underneath the dinosaur a little bit later. Yeah, this is the part where I'm using a lot of concentration again because I'm trying to concentrate on seeing the lines so that I don't accidentally go over the lines that I'm not supposed to go over. It's like a rock over here. And then this little bush. So as for right now, there's absolutely no depth in the background just yet. We're gonna try to create more depth by adding little pockets of shading and little hills, maybe. Like, I don't know, something like that. All right, let's see the chat for a second again. Jurassic Gamer 500. That just looks like a T-Rex. I know it looks like a T-Rex, and I don't know why, because I did I did use a reference. Look, I mean, honestly, the reference photo that I used is just like the skeleton from top and from the side. So what I'm seeing is something that has the same head shape as a T-Rex, but I drew it a little wrong because I think that this area in front is supposed to be way smaller, more like that. But then it would have looked like a more like Tyrannus, or no, what is that called? A I don't remember the name of that dinosaur. Maybe this way it looks a little better. And this is also not accurate, actually, because this is more like that. I think that looks a lot better because its head would have been pretty thin compared to the T-Rex. But I'm pretty sure that the lower jaw would have still been pretty decently big, right? Maybe it's a little too big though. How about that? Is that a little better? That's an Oxel. Welcome to the stream, man. Didn't know he would be here. He's one of the mods. Yeah, like he's been a mod for such a long time here. All right, send me the Diplodocus that you've drawn, and I'll take a look as soon as like the stream is over, because I can't really look right now. But yeah, method, yes, like that. That looks way better. Yeah, it does, right? It does look way better. Let me draw in the teeth, and then I can erase everything over here again. All right. That looks way better. Are you sure? I think this is supposed to be a little bit more like that. And then the nostril over here. The nostril is pretty much in front of, like, on the front of the snout. Interesting position. At the noxel, speaking of diplodocus, do you want to show everyone the diplodocus I sculpted? If you'd like. I don't know if I can, to be honest. Wait, let me quickly see. Can I access my Instagram here? And if I can, it appears that I can. And oh, wait a second. Let me see if I can access that photo right now. There we go. All right, everybody. How do I open this completely? Can I tilt it? No, I cannot tilt it. So this is the diplodocus that Etanoxol created. He sculpted it. It's really good. So I'm just gonna hold it into frame a couple more seconds so that everybody can look at it as long as they want. And there's another photo. Oh, that's actually a video. All right, so there we go. It's really good. It's really, really good. I really like the paint on it as well. It looks very shiny and glossy. I love it. That one Five Nights at Freddy's artist. Hi, dinosaur drawer. Hello there. Welcome to the stream, man. I have to put my phone on the charger so that it does not die. Oh, the chat is going crazy because of that. That just shows how good your sculpture actually was. There we go. Now it looks a lot more like the Tarbosaurus, right? Like, I need a lot of reassurance about this because I have no idea. I'm not really sure. Alright, let's see. My name is Ryan in real life, and I like dinosaurs so much. Welcome to the community of dinosaur lovers, Ryan. We all love dinosaurs here. At least most of us. And we're not scared to share it. I'll do it later. I thought you said you were going to sleep. Who said he was going to sleep? That one fan, a Five Nights at Freddy artist. I'm actually 5 times basketball champion and dinosaur guesser. You are a dinosaur guesser? Right, let's put in some shading now. What did I use? I used this one, so it's gonna go back there. Right, it's time to use some brown or orange brown, deep orange, E494, no, E490. Where are you? E490. I just used it, I think. Is it this one? Ah, there we go. So now we're just gonna create like little pockets of shadow. And there we go. There we go. And that's actually starting to look pretty decent. I don't want to do too much of this stuff. Like, I don't want to do like too much crazy stuff in the background. As long as we just get some decent detail, you know, some decent idea of it actually being three-dimensional and not just flat. All right, that's good. It's actually starting to look decent. And I'm starting to like how it looks. And I want to cast a shadow of those distant thingies on the ground a little bit. Not too much, but just a little bit. So that it looks like it's three-dimensional. And maybe I should take it one step further and go one tone darker, which is E110. It's like a little bit darker. And I'm just gonna go create like a little bit of extra shadow at the bottom here and there. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. It doesn't look as good as I thought it would. Definitely could have looked a lot better. But I mean, it's alright. What we're gonna do, and I hope it's not gonna bleed to the next page, but what we're gonna do is find the one that I just put away. Wait, E490? Yeah, that's that one. And just to be sure, I should put this thing. Let's see. Do I even have it here? Wait a second, where is it? Oh, there it is. Alright. Just to be sure, we should make use of this little thing. Put it right there, so that if it bleeds, it doesn't bleed to the next page. Alright, let's do some blending. And I'm not sure, but honestly, it actually did end up making it look just a tiny little bit better. So now, because that's the background, I should honestly make this a little darker as well. How am I gonna do that? I'm gonna use some gray. Let me look at the chat real quick. All right. I have no idea what's going on in the chat. I think ASMR videos would help with more subs. Sorry, I don't mean to annoy. You're not. Wait, who's telling you that you're annoying? You're not annoying at all. Don't worry. Please, it would help. If I would talk, I could get more subscribers. Yeah, true. If you're able to talk, you're gonna get a lot more subscribers. How is it possible to be paleontologist at 11? I don't know. I'm just so smart at dinosaurs. I said, okay, so that one Five Nights at Freddy's artist is saying that um, you are like a paleo artist, because when I think about a paleo artist, what I imagine is somebody that gets paid a lot of money for creating very amazing, um, paleontologically accurate paintings or illustrations. So if that's the case, then you are a paleo artist. But if that's not the case, then you could just say to yourself like, I'm a um, amateur paleo artist. You know. I don't know. I'm just so smart at dinosaurs. I'm also too. Name 10 dinosaurs. Guys, what's going on in the chat? Why are we trying to measure our own value with how good we know dinosaurs and how good we are at art? I mean, this is a place where we can all enjoy, art and the things that we like. We should we should see it as an honor to be in each other's presence, to be in each other's presence, since we all like dinosaurs and we all like art. You know, we're the same kind of people. Uh, I can name at least 70. I could name 20. I meant 120. I'll have to go now. Bye, bro. Yeah, sure. See you when he has another life. Don't fight, guys. Don't fight. Let's keep this a nice place for everybody. Let's make sure about that. What color should I use on top here? Okay, I found one. E220. Isn't that the one that I've already used to? No, I don't know. Alright, I'm just gonna create some a little bit of depth here and there. Oh, did I say goodbye, by the way, Method? I'm not sure if you're still there. But if I didn't, I'm sorry. See you later, like in the next stream, or, we'll talk. Alright, let's check the chat again. Well, as long as it stays civil, I'm totally fine with testing your knowledge. But don't get angry with each other or start, like destroying the good atmosphere. Because it is a pretty nice little stream and a couple of nice people here. And let's just keep it like that. All right. I forgot to add something. Kind of did it a little too messy. Honestly, I'm not really happy with how it looks. But yeah. gonna have to do with it's gonna have to do. Let's put that more into frame. E490. We all have a couple things in common: dinosaurs, art, and other things we might like. So let's just chill out. Exactly, that's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. That was one dinosaur. Dinosaurs like LA. All right, let's see. It is time to put in these that little bush right there, and I think it's like a really dark tone because it appears that in places where it's pretty hot, the greenness of the plants are really dark, like it's really dark, grayish green. The leaves I'm talking about. Olive green. Where is olive green? That's the one. Well, I'm first gonna use this one actually. Make green. Oh, my stream just stopped for a second and then it just continued on. That's a little weird. I want this little bush to be in the water. There we go. And maybe like a little bit more green stuff over there. All right. Do you know Diphyodontosaurus? It's not a dino, by the way. Jurassic Gamer, do you think you could draw it with different shades of like different shades of brown? Wouldn't it be colored like that because it's environment? Oh, you mean like the dinosaur itself should be colored different shapes of brown? Um, I mean, yeah, that could be true. Definitely. It's actually probably true. So now I don't have a darker green than this. So what I do, and this is for the people that are using markers, what I do is I choose a greenish gray, right? Or yellowish gray. Like we have green grays, we have blue grays, or we have neutral grays. Neutral grays or green grays would work, and yellow grays as well, by the way. But in order to make it darker, like this vegetation right there, we're gonna use a just for the sake of this, like because some people might not have green grays, we're gonna use neutral grays. So we're gonna use the gray NG03. NG03. Let's try to find it. That's tough, man. I need glasses. I desperately need glasses right now. NG03. Where are you? I think it's one that I use. Oh, there we go. Neutral gray. So because it is not a green gray, it might actually look grayish when I go over this. It actually looks green. Well, that's amazing. So this way, you can create shading. So if I'm gonna use this neutral gray, I can just go over everything. Like I can even shade this a little darker over here. Like create some darker spots or pockets, right? Just by using gray. So keep that in mind. It is gray, as you can see. It just makes it a little darker. And that's exactly what we need right now. I don't know why it's not focusing though. My camera is having a lot of trouble focusing on the drawing. All right, let's see. Do you guys watch Chaos Theory of Kim Cretaceous? Definitely, I love that. It's pretty cool. There's a lot they even added Allosaurus. True, they did. I really love that scene with Allosaurus. Truly, really love that scene. All right, we're gonna move on to the pebbles or the stones that are right here. And because the sun is at the left side, that means that the highlights are going to be on the right side a little bit. And the reflection of the water and all the light around it is also going to be there. Let me see if it doesn't even bleed through, and that's very surprising. That's really good. Okay, so I'm going to use a gray because I want the pebbles to be kind of black. CG030. There we go. And I'm just gonna create like the shade and then a highlight that kind of goes like that. Something like that. And I'm gonna recreate that look a couple times. On a couple pebbles. You wanna have some highlights here and there, you know? And the shape of the pebble is also very important. Or the rock. It's not really pebbles anymore, it's more like rocks now. Guys, do you know that carnivores, dinosaur, hunter, and ice age it's very nostalgic. You mean the dinosaur called Ruby or something? I think it's like a what is that called again? I forgot. I thought it was like not a baryonyx, but oh man, that other one that looks like baryonyx is very similar. Chuya. Hello, Robbie. It is actually Robbie, but I know you're saying it wrong on purpose. Welcome to the stream. All right, there we go. A couple of stones underneath the water. I'm not gonna put them in completely because they're gonna be covered with some kind of texture, and maybe I should make this a pebble as well. There we go. Then we're gonna go to a darker gray. And yeah, the one that I just used, NG030. We're just gonna create some, oh, that's the wrong one. Create some shadow at the far side, like the side that's not facing the sun. I'm getting a lot of messages. I'm not sure what from. Right, I'm not seeing anything. Jasper, I might have to leave the chat. Why? Oh, because you're using your. I'm not sure if that was you. There was somebody that was using their mom's account to be able to talk. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to achieve this look of CG070 to achieve this look of like shiny rocks, but that's why we're doing studies. Let's see, CG. Where are you? .070. There we go. So this is not black, but it's a very dark tone. What am I doing? I did it completely wrong. So they don't look like pebbles at all. I really messed it up, especially with that top one, because I outlined it completely. I shouldn't have done that. But I mean, it's alright. It's alright. We're gonna have to deal with that. It's totally fine. So now for the colors of the dinosaurs, of the dinosaur itself. What color should it be? Should it be brown and like, yeah, I don't even know. No, this is not Ruby the T-Rex. This is a Tarbosaurus that somebody requested me to draw earlier. I asked the people in the chat what I should draw, the scene, the environment, and everything. And this is what we came up with. So yeah. Alright, if we're gonna use browns, I'm a little scared that it's not gonna fit in like it's gonna blend into the environment too much. I mean, welcome back, Jasper. I'm doubting what color I should give it. Because I'm not sure. Yeah, but like brown. So the problem is that the background's already like orangey. So should I really give it like a brown? Because this is already brown. Right there. Would that really be a good idea to give it like a brown color? Why is my camera not focusing? Is my phone hot or something? Wait. Oh yeah, it's pretty hot. Maybe it can't focus. I don't know. Like, do you guys see it focused or? A sandy brown. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna do that. I'm first gonna go over it with sand white, and then that will be the lightest tone, E280. Let's see. Where is that color? E280. All right. Maybe some shades of green. I was thinking about that as well, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make it like orangey, kind of like orange. No, I mean brown, but I'm gonna give it like red stripes. That really makes it stand out a little bit more. Even though this part is gonna be underwater, I'm still gonna give it the same kind of color. And even the teeth. Maybe I should just leave them white, but not too white. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go over it with this color very lightly. Except for the eye. I want the eye to be standing out the most. Alright, there we go. That is most of the dinosaur. Like, at least it has a tone now. Alright, let's see the chat. What do you mean by brown? Maybe some shades of green. Brown and red. Yes. Near the top, do you think you could add some shades of green? You mean like green and red? Um, I'm not sure if that's gonna work well. Like a green dinosaur with reddish stripes. I'm not sure if that's gonna work well. Um, I'm either gonna have to make it green with like dark blue stripes, or like brown with red stripes. That works the best in my opinion. Jurassic Gamer 500 near the top. Do you think? Oh yeah. All right. Why am I behind? Wait, how much am I behind actually? Oh, now I'm good. All right. Right, this is gonna be tough because now I'm gonna have to figure out where the shade is gonna be, because the sun is like at the top left somewhere. All right. So we're gonna start to use some certain colors. Um, E240. Or maybe I should use that color. No, I'm actually gonna start using brown. E240. Let's see. Where is it? There it is. So, if I look at the shape of the head, then there's gonna be a lot of shadow over here. No, this whole eye is gonna be in shadow. There we go. I want some shadow over here. Even though I'm shrink wrapping it again, I'm trying to make it a little more realistic, but at the same time, like, I can't help but like make it look sort of like Jurassic Parkish styled. So I'm just putting the shading, the areas where I believe that there should be some shading. And with that, creating a little bit of detail here and there. In between the teeth, gonna be a little bit of shading, and then of course over here. And since this is the bottom, yeah, I'm actually quite concentrated right now because I'm trying to like figure out where the shadows would be at. And it's not easy, this part, to be honest. It's pretty hard. Pretty difficult. Some points I'm not really sure where to put like shading. Let me check the chat real quick again. Near till you think the stream is so long. Yeah, it is pretty long. Yeah, you're right. I like Jurassic Park style. That's how I like to draw all my dinosaurs. Yeah, I mean, I like it too, but at some point, you want to be able to draw some more accurate dinosaurs, and you're gonna find out that you're gonna have more trouble than you thought drawing accurate dinosaurs now. The reason is that you've been drawing them for so long in a certain way that it became hard to draw them any other way. Really hard. But you're right, I really like the Jurassic Park style as well. And it might be more accurate than a lot of people might think. Alright, we're gonna make him really skinny because we are able to see a couple of ribs. Alright. There we go. Now it's time to use a little bit of a lighter color. Which is gonna be, that's a good question actually. Color that will be in the light the most. Let me find it. Let me try to find it. Okay. So I don't have a lighter color. At least I don't think. Oh yeah, I should have sand. Yeah. E220. And now we are gonna create some detail in these areas. Right, let me check the chat again. I like the Jurassic Park. Should I tell you make those things on the feet? Which things? So that's how you make them. Um, Honestly, I'm just doing whatever right now. Usually, how I create my drawings is more based on like, what do you call that? I forgot the name. Oh yeah, fine liners, fine liner pens. That's how I usually. I'm just gonna go over everything because that tone is way too light. Maybe I should leave some highlights here and there though. So yeah, I should have used reference for this because I'm trying to I'm trying to do this without using any reference, without using any hard lines, like any fine liners, but this is tough. I'm struggling a lot. I've been concentrating, like I've been quiet because I wanted to concentrate on this, but I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. So yeah, that should say enough already. It's looking really bad right now. Like the sketch and everything is good. It's just the execution and then knowledge about like how to make this look more realistic. All right, I want to go in with even darker colors now. Really Rexy. Yeah, I guess it looks very much like the Tyrannosaurus from Jurassic Park. E3 110. All right, we're gonna go in with a really dark shade now. I'm gonna try like get some more stuff in now. Maybe. All right, that's good. Let's have some wrinkles around the eye. Yeah, I'm really sorry that this stream is taking so long. Raptor scars and it's gonna be like Rexy. You're right. Oh no, I totally forgot that front of the face is gonna be underwater, so you wouldn't really be able to see the same colors. It would be more bluish or grayish. I think the knee is positioned a little weird. I mean, it's not looking too bad, to be honest. It's not that bad. Hello there, welcome to the stream. Um, really need to get better at like making the dinosaur look more realistic without using any markers. I mean, without using any, what are they called? Fine liners. But even though I am still doing the same thing as I would do with fine liners, because what I was trying to avoid by not using fine liners is getting this moment where you're like outlining everything or creating detail by outlining stuff. And honestly, that's basically what I'm doing now in some areas. Because in some areas, I don't even need to put in those darker areas. But yet, I still choose to do so for some reason. Let's put a little bit of shadow in these rips that we have created. Alright, and the dinosaur is about done. I just need to go over it with a couple more colors and then we can focus on getting the water in, which is really good. Because honestly, this stream has been going on for way too long already. So yeah, and there's still people watching. So thank you guys for watching for such a long time, for sticking here, like being here with me. I'm getting really tired actually. All right, so the water. I want it to be like pretty dark water, so I'm gonna use like a greenish gray probably. Yeah, green gray, and a pretty dark one as well. Should I use it blue gray? I'm not sure. Um, yeah, I'm gonna use a blue gray, so that we also get like a little bit of the background in. All right, blue gray, BG205. BG205, where are you? Um, oh, here it is. All right, and we're just gonna do something like this. Make sure that we have lots of wrinkles, and I'm also gonna go over the dinosaur snout because it is holding its snout in the water. And I'm just gonna create lots of these cool little wrinkles. So this is like the first step, getting this effect in. And now we wanna have some different shades of blue, because we also want to have like the sky for a little bit. So let's use BG203, that's like a little lighter. BG203, where are you? My eyes are getting tired, so it's getting harder to see. Like, I really have to lean forward so far to be able to read what's on, like, the pens. Where is it? BG203. BG203. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna put it here for a second. BG203. There we go. Bluish gray. So now everywhere where there's like white, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna put in like a little bit of this stuff, which is like supposed to be like the sky. But I still want to have some little bit of like normal white showing here and there. Plus I'm also going to go over it with like a white pen to create a couple of highlights. Alright, so now we need the colors that we have been using, which is brown, because we need a reflection of the dinosaur in the water. So the reflection is always going to be darker than the dinosaur itself. So we're going to be using the, let's see, E110. There we go. And we're going to try to create something. We're not going to be able to see like everything, but we'll be able to see some. A little bit of the dinosaur. And it's looking good. Then we need some green. To get like this bush reflections into the water for a little bit. Something like that. And it doesn't make any sense because the dinosaur is actually, it looks like the dinosaur reflection is less tall. The head is actually supposed to be a little taller, like that. Because I made this planned reflection go so far up that so far down that it now looks a little weird. Now we need like another orangey kind of brown to simulate. I'm just gonna use orange, or sand is the right color that I'm gonna use, or maybe not. Wait, no, just the orange one, to create like a reflection of these little things over there, or big things over there. So I'm gonna use deep orange, EG490. Doesn't have to be perfect, it's just tiny little bit of a reflection here and there. Because this kind of like adds on to the like watery look, you know, makes it look like it's actually drinking some water. And now we need some of the rocks, and that's gonna be pretty tough. Which one did I use again? Neutral gray, CG, gold gray. I don't remember which one I used for the rocks, but I'm just gonna use GG9. Is that, let's see, where are you? Oh, that's really dark, that's too dark. This is better. And there's a rock over there. There we go. And now in order to make it look like it's actually drinking and the water is actually interacting with his head, we need to actually create some wrinkles, maybe some splashing, water dripping from his face. Maybe I should be using a different, like I have this thing and it creates a little bit like bigger areas. And here at the shore, should be some wrinkly water. Here as well. So that's looking decent. That's not too bad. And the last thing that we need are the eye, the claws of the dinosaur, and I'm just gonna make them really dark. CG070. Which one is that? Come on, there we go. Yeah. So I'm just gonna make these really dark, and I'm just gonna make give them a little bit of a highlight so that you can tell that it is a claw. And I'm gonna go over it with some shading as well. There we go. And now we need some shading, and I forgot which one we used for shading. So what color was the ground again? I think it was like, oh, I don't remember. Just gonna use this one to create some shading underneath our dinosaur. And I also, no, it's not, this isn't right. Should be more shading over here. And then some darker blue, I think. EG06, what's that? That might be, no. It's just you again. Yeah, thank you for sticking with the stream for such a long time. Because it's, I've been streaming for like an hour. That's pretty tough. That's really long. I'm actually getting kind of tired. So I want to make sure that I finish this off real quick. right. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm just gonna have to use like a darker bluish color here to create some sort of shadow. Now I just have to go over it with like the base color again, and then we're completely done. Or maybe I should give it some highlights actually. I am going to draw the eye, yeah. Will you be live tomorrow? I'm not sure. I've already done a pretty long live stream this video. Don't even know what time it is. Yeah, it's already pretty late, so already happy that I managed to pump out a live stream like this. Now for the ribs. All right, we're almost done. I just need to refine like some details a little bit better, and then we're done. And the eye, of course, yeah. Just gonna give it like a yellowish eye. Let me find the right color with a little bit of shading probably. And then I'm just gonna use a fine liner to make the pupil. And maybe I should make the eye a little bit better visible. And I should probably get the teeth in a little better. And I know how to do that. E310. I hope this is the right color, because if it's not, then the drawing will be messed up now. It is the right color. There we go. And now I need E240. If I can find it. Where are you? There it is. To fix this part. And this is actually supposed to be in shadow. Well, there we go. Our little drawing study is finished. Or as finished is it as it's gonna be for now. Maybe I should make some. Wait. Let me try something. There we go. We are done. Esther en ik hebben beide meegetekend. Nice. Nice. There we go. That was a pretty long stream. And I think one of the reasons why it took me so long to do this drawing, because usually I wouldn't, like, it wouldn't take me this long. But I think one of the reasons why it took me so long to do this drawing was also because I was, like, reading the chat 50% of the time. So at the end I was getting kind of tired and was like, I should focus a little bit more on drawing. And so that's what I did, and this is what happened. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna end the stream right here. If you like the video, leave a like, comment below what you think about the video and the drawing in general, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm just saying this for the people that are gonna join in later. Right, let me read the chat real quick. I unlocked Rexy, but without the raptor scars. Nice. Looking so good, even a reflection in the water. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to get better at those things. But yeah, thank you. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Have a good night, have a good day, or have a good morning.